from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, June 4th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. WYLN has learned that the Hazleton Area Board of Education has called a special meeting to announce and vote on a new superintendent of schools. Monday, June 1st, was Dr. Francis Antonelli's last day after 44 years with the district. The board will have to choose between the current assistant superintendent of schools, Dr. Craig Butler, director of elementary education, George Donati, and current Bensalem superintendent, David Bogg. The board will hold the meeting at 6 p.m. on June 8th at the administration building. 2 state park beaches have been closed until further notice. According to the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, the beaches at Locust Lake State Park and Beltsville State Park are closed. Park manager of Locust Lake, Lewis Williams, said the beach is closed due to high chloroform levels. Beltsville State Park beach closed on Wednesday due to high bacteria levels in the water. Both beaches will remain closed until further notice. A West Hazleton man was arrested for making threats at a local convenience store. 38-year-old Samuel Bees was allegedly intoxicated when he went inside the Pantry Quick on North Broad Street on Monday shortly before midnight. Witnesses stated that he took his belt and struck a customer several times. He also grabbed a female employee and threatened to return to the store to kill people and start a war. He was arraigned yesterday before Judge Diana Mallist on 2 counts each of simple assault, terroristic threats, and harassment, and 1 count each of public drunkenness and disorderly conduct. He was taken to the Luzerne County Prison for a lack of $10,000 bail. The Frackville pool may be closed for the season, but a GoFundMe account has been set up to save the pool and help it reopen in the future. According to the Borough of Frackville's Facebook page, the cost to fix the pool and have it reopen next year is approximately $1 million. The picture is posted on Facebook. You can see that the pool has several cracks in it and pipe problems. Borough Council has decided that it is best to rebuild a more modern pool and immediately set aside most of their 2015 budget for the project. Council is now hoping to receive a grant for half of that $1 million. A GoFundMe account has been set up by Karen Dumalakis to help raise money for the pool. Tomorrow here on WYLN, we'll hear from Karen about the project and what the pool means to the community. For more information, you may log on to GoFundMe and search Frackville Community Pool. As WYLN told you earlier in the week, one local organization is hosting an event this Sunday to help people with vision impairments. Arjali Stefanovic spoke with 2 area eye doctors about their involvement in this fundraiser.
The first annual Community Services for Sight Trail Run Festival is just days away. Runners and walkers will converge at Nescopeck State Park to take part in a 5 and 10K event. Both young and old will lace up their shoes to raise awareness and money for people living with vision impairments and blindness. We spoke with Dr. Thomas Kislin from Hazleton Eye Specialist. He also serves as a board member for the organization.
Services for Sight is a local organization in the area. It used to be called the Hazleton Blind Association, but because they serve so many people in our area, now called the Community Services for Sight, but we're having a run this weekend, and it's to benefit local children with visual disabilities. It's a great cause. It's the first time we're going to be doing something like this in the area, and a run like this, so we encourage everybody to come out. And if you can't run, there's going to be a walk, but it's a great thing to support children with visual disabilities.
Sight is a sense that many of us take for granted. Diseases such as glaucoma and macular degeneration can affect simple daily routines. It's important to get regular eye exams. Children are also burdened by eye problems, and funding from this year's festival will go towards helping them out.
You know, children are very resilient. I mean, we hate to see children suffer, but children with disabilities have the same issues as adults. They need to learn how to read without seeing. They need to learn how to communicate, learn, so their education is changed. And that's why the Community Services for Sight is so important, because it helps these children through those times and also helps provide a camp in the summer. And it's called Camp Sight, which is a great time for these kids to go out in the community and have a great time in the summer, supported by Community Services for Sight.
Dr. James Deem is a native to the area and says that he is glad to be back and be able to be involved with such a great cause.
One of the big reasons for me coming back to the area is because I love it. I was born here, and I want to get my hands into the community and help in whatever way possible. So this is just one example of many things that Dr. Kism and myself do to help raise awareness about helping people in our community who otherwise wouldn't get that help.
He will also be participating in the Trail Run Festival and gave us a rundown of what to expect.
It's going to be this Sunday, June 7th at Nescopec State Park. The registration for same-day registration will start at 7 a.m. at the park. There'll be a big tent with a sign that says registration, so come on out. We'll be taking check and money order and also cash. The race itself will start at 9 o'clock. That's the 5K and the 10K. And we're also going to be having a kids fun run, 100-yard dash for children, and also a 1-mile run for children. So bring your kids, bring yourself. If you're a runner or walker, come on out, and it'll be a wonderful day.
A free barbecue will be held after the race with food generously donated by Cargo. People can also try their hands at winning tricky trays, and Joe Bogus will be providing the entertainment. So be sure to come out this Sunday, June 7th at Nescopec State Park. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. The MPB community players are gearing up for the annual variety show, and proceeds from it will benefit a great cause. Hazleton area comedian and performer Bobby Seaman will host the benefit for SAFE, the Autism Awareness Group. SAFE provides opportunities for those living with autism in the greater Hazleton area. This year's show, entitled The Best of Broadway, will be held at the Trinity Lutheran Church at 100 North Church Street. Shows are Friday, June 5th and Saturday, June 6th at 7 p.m. and on Sunday, June 7th at 2 p.m. For more information, you can call 570-454-0178. Time now for a first look at our forecast. A chilly day in northeastern Pennsylvania, and some rain showers are possibly on the way. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Yeah, kind of a gloomy day today across our area. We did have some showers. We had some sprinkles, overcast skies, and again, we're still going to have to deal with some of those as we head through this evening, even heading into tomorrow. Still going to have to deal with a little bit of that unsettled weather. So again, we've been getting a decent amount of rain over the last couple of days. So the ground is pretty saturated, if you will. That's the good news, because we needed the rain. You can still see some showers out there on radar and a couple of sprinkles here and there. But as we head into this weekend, things are going to change. It's looking pretty nice. I'll explain coming up a little bit later on.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a look at the class of 2015 from the Helping Hand Society receiving their diplomas this morning. Plus, a look at an organization in our area that is celebrating 100 years of protecting our forests from fires. Then Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will be back with a full look at our forecast. That and much more coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast, with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit-hazleton.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Teeny tykes of the Helping Hand Society, dressed up in their caps and gowns and with their loved ones looking on, took a big step forward in their little lives. The children of the Helping Hand Society celebrated a milestone moment with a special graduation ceremony this morning. The nonprofit agency handed out diplomas to 18 graduates. Proud parents and family members looked on as their star students achieved success in their young learning careers. Joanne Memoriam's daughter Lexi crossed over the bridge today to receive her diploma, and her mother couldn't be more proud.
She has been a student here since she was 6 weeks old, so she's worked through all of the programs and graduated today, and she's off for kindergarten. Lexi being born with Down syndrome, she had a lot of delays, and it's phenomenal on the work that has been done with her and how she has grown, and just even over the past few months, her speech is getting better, and this place is just the best. They have worked so very hard, and I'm so grateful for them.
Mary Beth Cook is the executive director of the Helping Hand Society.
We are so proud of our children. They had their graduation today, preschool graduation, so it's bittersweet. We will miss them very much, but we had such a great group of parents and children and grandparents, everyone, and an amazing staff.
Cook said she is extremely proud of all the hard work each and every graduate did to make it to this day.
We usually get children from siblings. We've had so many return families. I said we must be doing something right, because we're seeing the siblings come back, and it's just a wonderful experience with a wonderful staff and board of directors and CHIPS. It's a very emotional day.
Most of the students from the class of 2015 have been involved in the program since the beginning. And Cook says many of them have older brothers and sisters who have graduated from the program as well.
This was a little higher than usual. We usually have around 15. And the kids have just come so far this year. It's just been an amazing year.
To find out more information on the Helping Hand Society, or if you would like to enroll your child, you can visit helpinghandsociety.com or give them a call at 570-455-4958. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, an organization is celebrating 100 years of protecting the forests in our area. Stay tuned, more news is headed your way, including sports, here on WYLN. All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
It always feels good to pull my own part. Saves a lot of money too.
I've never actually pulled it before, but I think it's time.
It's environmentally conscious, and it can be a lot of fun.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer who's up for an adventure, then come out to Harry's You Pull It. Pull your own quality recycled auto parts for up to 90% off the cost of buying new. Savings like that'll keep more money in the bank, which could lead to even greater fun. Harry's You Pull It. WeGotUsed.com.
WYLN Weather is sponsored by Coordinated Health. Coordinated Health. We make you better together.
I grew up in Pittston. I know what it takes to live in a small town. I know a lot of these people, and they know me.
And that's why I believe everyone should have access to high-quality, affordable health care. And why I'm pleased to tell you about a new choice, Coordinated Health. I want the very best for my family, friends, and neighbors, and I know Coordinated Health
will bring a new level of patient care to the Wyoming Valley.
Well, it continues to be gloomy, overcast. That's been the story of the day. There's been some showers, some sprinkles, still kind of wet outside, if you will, from all the rain that we've had the last couple of days. Really can't do much outside because it's been so wet. But you know what? We definitely need the rain because it's been dry and we've been getting it. And even as I speak out here, I can feel a couple of sprinkles coming down. They were coming down even earlier this afternoon. Onto the map for the day, and Live 35 SkyCast Doppler again. Still some showers. This has been the case the last several days. I mean, we got a pretty good saturated ground from the rain that we've been getting over the last couple of days, the showers, the thunderstorms, the sprinkles, the overcast skies, really keeping temperatures down compared to where they could be for this time of year. So again, today not the nicest of days to be outdoors again with the sprinkles, the showers still out there in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. And we still may have to deal with a couple of them even heading into tomorrow. I'll tell you what, this weather trend the last couple days or so, it's been pretty much tough to do just about anything outdoors. 58 degrees, our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. Pressure now coming in at 30.23 inches of mercury. Temperature-wise, 60 in Mount Pocono, 70 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 64 in Selinsgrove, 67 in Williamsport, 59 in Johnstown, 75 in Pittsburgh. Up in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke through Kingston, Pittston, and Lehman, your temperatures holding in the 60s to near 70 degrees. Satellite and radar, the heavier rain down toward the south between Baltimore and Richmond for our area. Just a lot of clouds around, and again, some of those stray showers, sprinkles, some drizzle. This trend sticking with us even as we head through tonight, and again, even tomorrow. You can see some of the greens showing up. Some sprinkles, some showers maybe around. Some of the day it won't be doing anything. And then finally, we start to dry things out for the weekend. So tonight, here's a look at the numbers going into tomorrow. 60s, some areas near 70 degrees, and then early Saturday morning, temperatures generally should be in the 50s. So right through the ending part of this week, as we've been getting used to now, the unsettled weather. But of course, we do need the rain across our area because it's been dry, and we're definitely getting it. Here's a look at the extended forecast and what we can expect over the next several days. 70 going into tomorrow. Now, there may be a few lingering showers early on or possibly later tomorrow evening and through tomorrow night. And then that paves the way for a pretty nice looking Saturday and Sunday, and some more showers and storms maybe for early next week. And then after that, we dry things out for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Wednesday marked the 100th anniversary of the Forest Fire Warden Program in the state of Pennsylvania. WYLN's Gary Perna has more on how wardens in our area marked this special occasion.
On June 3, 1915, the Forest Fire Protection Law formally established the Pennsylvania Forest Fire Wardens Organization for the protection of forests and all the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. 100 years later, the Forest Fire Wardens are still at it, protecting the forests that so many of us enjoy for camping and hiking and so much more. On Wednesday night, the Forest Fire Wardens from the Weiser Forest Fire District, which is made up of Schuylkill, Carbon, Columbia, Montour, Northumberland, Dauphin, and Lebanon counties, held a program to mark the special occasion. Frank Snyder is a forester with DCNR and spearheaded this event. He talked to us about the program.
Valley Fire Control Station was actually dedicated in 1987, and it was dedicated to the men and women that fight wildfires here in our forest district, the Weiser Forest District. Recently, we spoke to the Weiser Wardens Association. They asked them if they would like to start a memorial tree grove here at the station. And the idea would be that we would plant trees to recognize fire wardens that passed on over the years. So today we are starting off with the planting of the first 2 trees in this grove at this memorial site.
In the early years, it was a daunting task to contain wildfires. On an average, a fire burned 412 acres in 1913. And by 1925, 115 fire towers were established. With the fire towers, the wardens were able to climb up them and look for brush fires. Snyder said the event is a way to remember those forest fire wardens who have come before them, and the long strides organization has made.
Well, it's very unique. If you look at our district, this is almost dead center of geographically of the whole district. So we were thinking that trees that we planted here, almost all the fire wardens in the whole district could actually come here and recreate under the shade of these trees, picnic here, that kind of stuff. It just seemed fitting to be a nice place to do a planting.
During the program in Barnesville, Smokey Bear was honored and recognized as well. Last year, Smokey turned 70 years old. Fire Forester Steve Ziegler talked about why they decided to plant trees in memory of past wardens.
In the past, the trees have been planted all over the district, and it leaves it to the families to take care of them. We're looking to create almost a little picnic grove here where families can come and spend an afternoon, have a picnic, and just maybe relive some memories of the warden that the tree's in place of, and kind of a way of bringing the wardens back together like they were on cruise out in the woods. So we're looking to a vision for the site here.
President of the Weiser Warden Forest Fire Association, Dan Mattern, said that they started this program several years ago, but now they're going to plant all the trees in one spot.
If a warden passes, he or she will have a tree planted in their name, and then also a plaque at the base of that tree. We started this a few years ago. And I mean, it's really nice. The families of the wardens really appreciate it, that we're thinking of them. And then what we've been doing was planting these trees wherever the family wanted them planted. There was some already planted at ball fields, fire companies, and also cemetery sites. So that's what we've been doing. Now things are changing. All the trees that's going to be planted for wardens that passed is going to be planted here at Locust Valley Fire Control Station.
The wardens are going to continue to work on this area just outside the Locust Valley Fire Control Station, adding picnic benches so families can sit outside and enjoy the trees. Governor Tom Wolf has proclaimed 2015 the year of the Pennsylvania Forest Fire Warden to mark the 100th anniversary. All of us at WYLN would like to thank each and every forest fire warden who puts their lives on the line to go out and battle those dangerous wildfires that pop up here in our area. In Barnesville, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, Eric DeVerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available, or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
Venture off the beaten path and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed on WYLN TV 35.
Four more wins and you get to bring home a state title. Several area teams competing in Phase 1 of 4 yesterday in the opening round of the PIAA softball and baseball playoffs. Hazleton looking to advance in Quad A after 2 straight first-round exits, taking on Daniel Boone. In the first inning, Maria Trivalpiece shoots it up the middle, misfielded in center. The ball rolls all the way to the wall, and Trivalpiece in for a leadoff double. She's bunted over to third as Lexi Wolk knocks it to third. Trivalpiece sent home with just 1 out. She's called out at the plate. That would prove to be a huge play. Another Cougars chance in the fourth. Abby Sachs reaches on the shot down the line. She eventually moves to third, but they can't move her in. And in heartbreaking fashion, Daniel Boone tops Hazleton 1-0. The Lady Cougar season comes to an end in the first round of states for the 3rd straight year. AAA now, Nanticoke taking on Twin Valley. Trojanettes go up 5-0, but then the Raiders notch 5 unanswered. Leandra Ramos starts the game, exits, then comes back in relief, mowing them down. Bottom 6, Kiara Brown does what she's asked, putting the ball in play. From there, it's mishandled, and the go-ahead run crosses for Nanticoke. Last chance for Twin Valley, but Ramos with a punch-out. The catcher has to turn around just to make sure. It's a K, and the Trojanettes moving on with a 6-5 victory. The early game, Holy Redeemer facing Wellsboro, the District 4 winner. In the third, Kristen Coffey lays down the perfect bunt, advancing her teammates and beating the throw. So, bases loaded and an odd sequence here. Randy Kuhar, half bunt, stays fair. Wellsboro comes home for the first out, then to first for the double play, but Olivia Menning with some heads-up softball, and she scores all the way from second. Wellsboro battles back, though. The slapper down the line, and the Hornets knot things up at 1. But Redeemer would go on to win on a walk-off 2 RBI double in the 8th inning from Kristen Coffey. And the Royals advance to the state quarters. 3-2 is the final. In baseball action, Quad A tournament, Wyoming Valley West facing Chambersburg. It's not wise to test Ryan Hogan behind the dish. He gunned down 2 runners attempting to steal in the first couple innings. In the third, a scoreless ball game, the Spartans load them up and take advantage. Justin Montalvo with the chopper. He beats it out for a hit, and Mark Barron scores to make it 1-0 Valley West. 2 batters later, Justin Vaught bringing home another, and the Spartans advance 4-0 the final. St. Joe's Prep is next. 3 District 11 baseball teams in state playoff action, and Pottsville, Schuylkill Haven, and Tri-Valley all advance. The Crimson Tide's Eli Nabholz fires a no-hitter. All teams that won yesterday in action today. On Late Edition, we'll have those highlights and results. Also tonight, Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the Warriors and Cavaliers. But next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional air times. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Well, we may have to still deal with a little bit of some lingering moisture the first part of tomorrow, or we may have to hold on till later tomorrow evening and tomorrow night for a little bit of some more, at least a chance of maybe a couple of showers or sprinkles. But then it paves the way for a nice looking Saturday and Sunday, and looking good heading into next week.
Alrighty, well, I know some of that wind today is what did it, because when it wasn't windy out, it wasn't so bad, but...
Yeah, and then we still had some of the showers, the sprinkles, the drizzle, so not the best of days to be outdoors.
Yeah, but this weekend doesn't look as bad as was expected earlier in the week.
Looks nice to get what you need to get done. Yeah.
All right, and like you say, we need the rain.
Sure, we do.
All right, thanks, Joe. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.